And today's starting pitcher, Hurston Waldrop. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
The 1-1. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. The next offering misses. Ball 2. And that one missing low. Gets down, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. The throw to second is offline.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Man at second. Swung on, belted. And that's a foul ball.
So important for him to control the heart rate right now. He's got to go through the heart of this lineup.
Here's a 1-2.
That's the ball.
That one just misses. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the third and final game of the series. Good job to fight that one off. Base hit into center field. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
The 1-0. Right through there for a strike. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The 1-2. Albies whips it to first. 1 out in the top of the first. So now with 1 away and a man at second. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jordan Westburg. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Ground ball left side. Riley fires to first, and there's 2 away. Check swing, no appeal. Ball 1.
No.
2 outs with a runner at third. That one missed. There's the sinker at the knees for a strike. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. So 2 down. Jeremiah Jackson, the next to hit for the Orioles. to go. Pitch is low.
No, he's in.
Safe at second with a stolen base. Inside, 3-1.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Smash to the left side. Dubon to first. That's the third out. Inning over. Back at Truist Park. And towing the slab in this one, Trevor Rogers. What's the word on him? Stepping in, Michael Harris II.
Ball.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Comes up empty. That. Strike two. Just missed.
That's inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. One down.
Batting second, the shortstop,
Clips the corner. Strike one. Rogers. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable.
That's a ball.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and
that's a
because of
ball.
that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
This one in the air, center field, and there's 2 away. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Oh.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Top of the second. Leading off, Jackson Holliday.
Jackson Holliday.
Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Next offering is fouled back. Harris has a beat on it. Takes it in for the out. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. 0-1. And a foul ball. Got him. 2 away. 2 outs. Base is empty. Here's Leody Taveras. That one pushed to the left and foul. The 0-1.
Nope, that's off the plate.
And that is out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Inning over. Bottom of the second. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Ronald Acuna Jr. And a foul ball.
No, here's a player who hits the ball a mile when he connects. In fact, Acuna is the first player in the StatCast era to hit 10 straight home runs, all traveling more than 420 feet. He's not exactly just clearing the fences out there.
Oh.
Missed with a changeup, and the count is even 2-2. Just off the outside edge. Stays alive. Here comes a 3-2.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Struck him out looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
That's the ball.
Cut on, popped up, right side. Alonso. And the first baseman makes the catch. 2 down, base is empty. Sean Murphy next up for the Braves. And first offering is fouled off.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Nope. Ball 2.
In the air, right field. Cowser settles under it. Brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in Atlanta, here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Gunnar Henderson. Mateo moving under it, and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. Alonso in his 8th season, batting 2nd in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. The other way, and that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Basallo in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. Man at second.
Nope. Ball 1.
And that clips the inside corner.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
And a 1-2 again.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Dubon. 2 down. Now the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. Grounded out his first time up. Breaks his bat and pops it up. And that is that. Back in Atlanta Truist Park. Now in for the Braves, Ha-Sung Kim. Outside. And 1-1. Set down on strikes. And that's 4 strikeouts. Foul ball there. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2.
Ball. Ball.
And he boots it. Gets off a throw. The throw comes in too late, and he reaches safely. Jorge Mateo now. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Throws to Henderson. Over to first. Safe. Tap foul at the plate. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Pitch out, but no action. Mateo leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that's ruled to swing. It's a strike. Back at Truist Park. Now it's the right fielder, Colton Cowser. Swinging a foul out of play.
You know, these Orioles doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Fielding for the wall, makes the catch and foul ground. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jackson Holiday. Fly to center his first time. Oh, look at the stop. And very nicely done for the out. Bottom of the 4th, so now to the plate for Atlanta, Mauricio Dubon.
One. No, that's a ball.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. 1 away. In the air to left center, Alexander makes his way towards it, makes the grab after a long run. That's out number 2. Here's Acuna, caught looking his first time up. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Got him looking. And that's 6 Ks. Back here in Atlanta, digging in, Blaze Alexander. swing and a miss as he was late.
You know, these Orioles, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
This one in the air right field. Acuna on the run. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
And there's a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. And makes the grab. And there's 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Henderson in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. 2 down, nobody on. Falling behind
inside.
2-1. That is the inning. Back in Atlanta Truist Park. Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No play. That's an infield single.
Nope, that's low.
And that one fouled off. Albies aboard here at first with nobody out. And that one fouled off. The 1-2. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Sean Murphy circles the bases, and we are all tied up. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Ha-Sung Kim next up for the Braves. Check swing, but he went too far, and it's 0-1.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And that is out of play. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. Last half of inning number 5. Got him swinging for the K. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Riley at 23 years old. He was their first-round pick in 2015. And the lefty with the 0-1. That one fouled off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So digging in, Jorge Mateo. He's 0 for 1.
No. Here we go.
Check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing. The 1-2.
Oh.
Just missed. This to third. Toss to Alonso, and that ends the inning. Back at Truist Park, all set for the top of the sixth.
On the mound, he's looking to keep momentum on their side with a quick inning. Keep those runs they just scored in the bank instead of handing them right back.
And a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the third inning.
He was all over that one. Really stayed inside that baseball to send it to the opposite field. With the shift on to the pull side.
Dylan Dodd gets the ball now. Here's the catcher to hit. Samuel Basallo. Just missed. Orioles making a move for a pinch hitter. Kobe Mayo.
And this is a big at bat coming, Boo. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
That misses. Ball two. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Fastball for a strike at 95. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Go ahead run on base. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. Fought off foul. Yeah, that's fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow, climb back into this at bat through the count.
The 1-2. This one in the air center field. Harris settles under this one. 2 down.
Up next for the Orioles, right fielder Colton Cowser.
And that one handled. That ends the inning. Back at Truist Park. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Michael Harris II. And a big swing and a miss. This one in the air right field. And it stays fair. So a man on base to start the inning.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And
Rico Garcia takes over on the mound.
Number 50, Rico Garcia.
On the ground to the left. Down the line, and it's foul. Check swing, went around, and that's strike two. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike three. One out man at first. Matt Olson, the next to hit.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Check swing, went around, and it's 1-1.
Strike two. That's the ball.
The Orioles trying to keep this a 2-2 game here in the bottom of the sixth. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Up next for the Braves, right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Chopped left side. And that chance handled. On the run, sends it over to first. What a play. We go to the top of the seventh. Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Jeremiah Jackson. And that's down. A base hit. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Substitution being made at first. On to run for Baltimore, Tyler O'Neill. And there's one away. Now the left fielder, Blaze Alexander.
Left fielder, Blaze Alexander.
Murphy snap throw. And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Back safely. The Braves trying to keep this a 2-2 game here in the top half of inning number 7. Now there's a bullet down the line. And it stays fair. Go-ahead run holds up at third as the ball comes back in. Second and third after the double.
Everything came together for him. The inside edge of the plate, that's a tough pitch to handle. He seemed to have no problem with it whatsoever. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Base hit, one run is in. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only one away. Big spot, and up steps Gunnar Henderson. First offering, runner goes. There's the ball. No throw, safe at second. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Line shot into the gap should score at least one. And it's off the wall. The second run scores. They lead by 3, 5-2.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Duvall. And there are 2 outs.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
In the dirt, blocked. Nice job behind the plate there.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to.
So they turn things over to the righty, Didier Fuentes.
Important job for him to do right now with that runner on third as they try to add on to their lead. Just needs one out to get out of it, so this is a huge matchup in this game right here.
Fastball for a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Harris under it. And that is that. Bottom of the 7th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies.
Nope, that's inside. Oh!
Here's a 2-1. Swing and a miss.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
For the Braves, catcher, Sean Murphy.
The Orioles lead by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th.
Nope,
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Ha-Sung Kim next up for the Braves.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
To the right side. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Back here in Atlanta, so now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Jordan Westburg. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
0-1 down. And a foul ball. In the dirt. And that one finds its way through. And now 2 aboard.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed. Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
What a stop. Looks to second. That's 1 and 2. What a play.
Well, he made his pitch down in the zone. He got that ball on the ground. The double play he was looking for. Really good execution.
Holiday at the plate now, and that's strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. And a foul ball. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate. Olsen handles the chance, and he's out on the tag. That's out number 3. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Number 66 taking over on the mound. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes.
There we go.
Tries to hold up, appeal to first, did not go. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, wow. Nice play. In time. Got him.
Up next for the Braves, left fielder, Mateo.
On the ground. And that one finds its way through. And that's a 1-out single.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Harris at the plate now as he chases after that one.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. To get to the 9th, get a lockdown closer ready to come in.
And down on strikes. And there are 2 down. Pulls that one foul.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Out to short. Henderson there with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. Stepping in, Blaze Alexander. That one pushed foul. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. That's a base hit. Plays it on a bounce, and it deflects away. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball.
That one is absolutely belted. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Coming home. And they're up by 4.
Picks himself up an RBI. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got it.
Here comes a new arm for the Braves. James Karinchak.
Huge opportunity to add on to the lead for this offense right now, but we'll see what he has to say about that. He's going to have to make some great pitches to work out of this jam, though.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The 1-1.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Base hit. 1 run is in. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out. Joel Pozo now at the plate. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Up the middle, base hit, and a run comes in.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Fouled off down the right side. Swings and misses, and it's 0-2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Albies slings to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. And now here is Colton Cowser. Up the middle. Base hit. 1 run in already. Now a second crosses the plate, and it's now 10-2. Swings over the top of that one. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning here at the top of the 9th. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Well, that two-seamer's heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Jackson Holliday digs in now. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. 0-2 now. Rip to first, caught. Back in Atlanta, Truist Park. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Matt Olson. Line drive, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the Braves, right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
In the air to left center, Alexander moving under this one. And there's one away. 1 out, man at first. Now it's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Strike! Woo!
On the inside corner for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
The 1-2. Out towards right center field. Taveras on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Out number 2. They're down to their final strike. The Braves with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9.
Ball.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Ball.
He's
Outside.
just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And
that's 3.
Got him. Ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
10-2 the final.